As we head into the 10th year of Soul Survivor Outdoor, it's been incredibly exciting what's been happening across the country. The spark that we always talk about in terms of impacting our service member just for a few hours, can it make a difference? Let me tell you one story about a sergeant from Fort Cavazos who called and shared about the impact of that event on his life. He said, "Between you and my chaplain, my life's completely changed." He had asked for a wristband because it had broken, and he said, "I just want to be able to wear it every morning when I go into the gym to remind me of how important my faith is." I was recently contacted by a Marine colonel who has a huge area of responsibility. And he said, "Look, Rick, if you are going to get them out rock climbing, skydiving, surfing, whatever it is, it's amazingly important. It's helping them de-stress, recenter, get realigned. They're doing some hard things. They're doing some stuff that they wouldn't normally do. Then we're delivering a message. We're impacting their lives with the gospel. They're hearing it." And then recently we were out in Fort Liberty, formerly Fort Bragg, and we have a long-standing relationship with another colonel. We kind of jokingly shared about, could we support them when they deploy to Poland? Guess what? We went to Poland this year.
We were able to go over there, and God just opened up doors. And the chaplains and the soldiers were just so amazed that we would do this, that we would come over there to them to be able to host this while they're deployed. Almost immediately after the end of the event, the chaplain says, "You've already opened up the door." One of their soldiers already came up to him and said, "I want to talk with you." And then the very next morning, I had another chaplain that was at the same event saying that he already had 2 soldiers coming up to him and asking questions, saying, "We need to talk." So the impact has been almost immediate. And those are the ones that we get excited, we pray about, is because we're seeing immediate fruit from these events.
So we often talk about the strategic nature of what we're doing, and that it has global strategic impact consequences for the gospel, and it really does. That little short event of a few hours, it's changing the life of that service member. And folks, you are making this possible.
I think the impact, not only on myself, the volunteers, and the people that we have as vendors across the board, is just a bright, shining light that's not possible without the generous donations of those folks that support Soul Survivor Outdoor.
Our donors are so essential to what we do. We were having lunch with Bravo Company from the 588th Engineers, and soldier after soldier remarked, "You mean people actually pay for us to do this?" And we said, absolutely. There are people out there that have been in the military that have donated to this, but we have even more folks outside of the military that love our active duty military. And you can see the sense of all that, hey, wow, somebody really thinks that I matter. Our chaplains even come back to us and say, there is no budget that I have that could pull off events like SSO does for us, and the content is so rich. So they really do appreciate what our donor community has done.
We don't do anything without volunteers and donors, and it takes a team to make this happen. And so everybody that's involved in this is being impacted by the gospel. And as a donor, as a partner, as a volunteer, you are actually making this possible. You are part of the kingdom impact. So as we come to the end of the year, I want to challenge you to get involved. Come out and volunteer at one of our events. Seeing is believing. If you're donating, thank you so much. But also consider a year-end gift to help us reach more active duty service members with the gospel. And we want to wish you a Merry Christmas, and thank you for being part of Soul Survivor Outdoor.